大家好，这是黄老师。For today's video lesson, we're going to talk a little bit about another use of le, and this is what we call new situation le, or in Chinese, 新情况le, new situation le. And there's going to be several uses of le that we're going to learn this year, and you've already learned one last year, and that was what I call intensifier le. And this should be immediately apparent to you. Take a look at these example sentences. The format we use is using the word tai and then some sort of adjective and le at the end. And you already learned to say things like 太好了, which is how you say great or excellent. Or in this case, 我太累了. I'm too tired, or I'm extremely tired. Wow, I'm tired. 我太累了. Or if you did really poorly on a test, you could say something, 糟糕, 我考得太不好了. I did horribly on that test. And in this case, we're just using the word le to emphasize the tai here, that I've really done badly. Or in this case, I'm really, really tired. I'm extremely tired. And that's all it is, okay? And notice that the le goes at the end of the sentence. Well, our new use of le works similarly, that you put the le at the end of the sentence, but it changes the meaning somewhat, and you don't use it with tai. Let's take a look at a few examples. Okay, so this sentence says 我饿了. Okay, well you all know what the word 饿 means. Okay, so consider that this means I'm hungry now. The general sense is that a moment ago you probably were feeling fine, but suddenly you've gotten hungry, and that's a change of state. That's a new situation for you. So you say 我饿了. Okay, and another way you can say this is I have gotten hungry. And notice that when we say something like this, when you say I have gotten, it implies a change of situation or a change of state. Whereas in Chinese, we just simply use the le to show this. Now compare this sentence with 我很饿. I'm very hungry, or I'm hungry. That could just be a general state you're already in, and it doesn't imply any kind of change of state. Okay, so that's a little difference. Notice that when you use the le here, you don't have to use a hun here, and generally we don't. Okay, whoops, I don't know what happened there. Okay, but that's what you could potentially do. Okay, let's look at another example. See if you can read this on your own. Okay, what do you think it means? Yeah, 她15岁了. She's 15 years old. You've already learned how to say this. You've already learned that you put the le at the end here when you say a sentence like this. But notice, of course, you could always drop this le. You could just simply say 她15岁. But in this case, the le is entirely optional. But we're going to keep it in for the time being. Now, let's take a look at what this means. Sure, she's 15 years old. Well, why are you saying that you need the le in there? Well, it's often just very common when you're talking about ages to add a le into your sentence because it implies a change. Your age is always changing, and at one point, this girl was 14 years old, and now she's turned 15. She's 15 years old now. And you can say a number of different ways. She's turned 15 is one way to just show this change of state in English. Okay, so any of these sentences can translate it, and the le here just shows that age is something that's always changing. Okay, here's another one. This one's a little sad. 他不是我的朋友了. Oh, 糟糕, 我很难过, 我要哭, I'm gonna cry. Well, why are you gonna cry? Well, he's not my friend anymore. So at one point, this guy was your friend, and then there was some sort of drama going on, and he's not your friend any longer. Okay? So notice that in this case, we have a negative word, 不是, is not, or am not. And when you use a negative, in this case, it often has a sense of saying anymore, or not anymore. And that's how in English we show a change of situation with a negative sentence. 他不是我的朋友了. Okay, so after having seen this video, I'm hoping you all feel this. 我懂了. And in case you don't know the character, there's a pinyin for this. 我懂了. Well, what does this mean? Well, I got this. I got this now. I didn't understand the new situation stuff before, but now I understand. And that shows that new situation for you right there. Okay? So you have a worksheet that will ask you to just translate a few Chinese sentences into English showing this new situation. So go ahead and give it a try. Thanks very much for listening, and best of luck. 大家再见.